everybody, I'm Felix and I'm in Korea. Today we're making ginger lime mead. It is so delicious, one of my very favorites so far, so I'm making another batch. This mead requires a lot more work to it than all the other meads I've ever made. It includes grating and chopping and processing of the ginger and zesting the limes and using the juice as well. So rather than just skip past it, I'm going to do some, and I may cut or fast forward through a lot of this, but it needed to be shown, so here we go. I've washed the ginger and scrubbed it with a toothbrush just for this purpose, so it is super clean, smells yummy. If you don't remove the skin, it gets a bit spicier because a lot of the spicy flavor is in the skin. I will not be removing it because I like the spicy flavor. So here we go. We'll start with a mandolin grater that I picked up at the local Latte Mart, which is a grocery store. A very good one, by the way. So let's just start grating some of this. So what we're going to do first is going to go ahead and throw in our honey. The rule is, generally speaking, 3 pounds of honey per gallon. So I'll be doing 6 pounds. My scale is already tared. So let's get it in there. This is a 5-pound bottle. So all of this and a little bit more. My stirring stick, freshly sanitized as well. Everything is. Sanitization is super important when you're making alcohol. Super duper important. Do not skimp on it. That's why I always use Star San. Don't fear the foam. It will get foamy. Don't worry about it. It's all good. Okay. That's gonna be enough. Let's get a little bit more out of this one. You get 6 pounds. Get some water in here. Get some water in. Today, we're going to be using a hop bag to hold all the ginger and lime zest, because it can get messy and make it hard to rack. And if you've got the ability to make the job a little easier, why not? The camera cut off, not exactly sure why, but that's okay. So we just basically skipping forward to blending the honey in with the water. Blending, blending, blending. The ginger and the lime will not add much in the way of sugar, so I can take my original gravity reading regardless. but I think I want more water. And I said this is a 2-gallon batch, but it might be a bit more because you lose some when you work it, and I don't want to lose any. So let's just find out what the gravity is, and I might need to add more honey. So I want this to be 1.12. I want it to be 1.12. Okay. Got my baster. It's been sanitized, but we'll do it just because. Hydrometer, flask, have been sanitized, but we'll do it again just because. Okay, let's find out how sugary this bad boy is. And right now, this would just be a traditional mead because it's just honey and water. My extra fun additives are in that bowl. Okay, what do we got? Suck the bubbles away. All right. It's at 1.1. So let's add some more honey. Let's add some more honey. Tell you what, since I've got some honey in here, let's just go ahead and suck it up. And get all the honey that I can. You could make wine for pennies. Mead, not so much. Like I said before, it's about $15 a gallon cost at a decent deal of this Kirkland Wellflower honey. Costs me $46 for 2 5-pound things, so it's about $15 a gallon. My math isn't great, but it's close. Okay, that's that one. Let's do the other one. Don't want to waste that either. And getting air at this stage is only beneficial, so it's not a big deal. And I will run my aerating machine on it as well. The batch of chocolate cherry that I started yesterday started fermenting, bubbling, actual airlock activity within 20 minutes. Now, I know many times I'm told, expect activity, in the first 24 hours. They're not meaning within the first 20 minutes. So, I might have a really good batch of yeast or something. So let's mix this in, and then we'll get some out of the other jar. Yeah. This puts us. see where the gravity is now. Suck away the bubbles. All right. That puts us at 1.11. A little more. We're not done yet. Because this is a vaguely medicinal tasting, because you see ginger in a lot of local recipes here. I want it to be sweet. All right. See what that does. See any honey in the bottom, so puts us at just a smidge more. Close enough. Close enough. We're going to call that good. 1.18. Let's write that down. .180 original gravity. Okay. So now what needs to happen is we need to put this into this. And the easiest way to do that is just a condiment. And it's got lime juice in it. So I'm putting it over this because I want to lose the lime juice, because that's, oh my goodness. All right. Okay. Now, this is going to float. I don't want it to float. So what I've got is a bunch of reversey stone, go, whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to put that in the bag as well to weigh it down. And they were sterilized. Is that going to be enough? Hope so. Alright, so let's tie this bad boy off. And when fermentation time is done, we just lift it out. There we go, all the way to the bottom. And it puts it right above that shoulder, which is where we want it. So now, we're going to aerate. Just aerate that. Let's go ahead and done that. So here's my air stone. My little toy here. Throw it down in there. And let it run. We will pull this bag of organic goodies out of the must in about 2 weeks' time. Whether it's done fermenting or not, it comes out. And then it finishes its own work. And it should be fairly awesome. So when this is done, we're going to put in the rest of the Mangrove Jack's MO5 mead yeast that we used in the chocolate cherry right in here. And put an airlock on it, and we're good. Alright, then let this go. We'll get back with you later on a bottling video.